Everyone, thank you so much for being here today, wherever you are in the world. And I just want to say a special mention to Anna. Anna and I have known each other for a few years, so it's great to see her on the stage sharing with me. So I'd like to start my presentation. So the problem that we actually are looking at is the problem of water rights. And water rights are not owned by anyone. In the Australian market, the ACCC have just released a report into the Australian water markets, which is worth $22 billion. And they have found the problem with our water markets is our systems are complex, they are disconnected, the rules are complex, and it's very, very difficult to participate in the water markets. So what we've found in our work, as an irrigator, I want transparency, I want to see real-time pricing, I want to see depth, but I also want equal access. As First Nation, they want cultural connections to water, but also the ability to have economic benefit. As a water authority or a water utility, I want to deliver clean water, but I also want my social license to operate. As a water authority, I want optimal water markets, and also to meet my compliance regulation. And as a water regulator, they want compliance, cooperation, and confidence. So we see that the solution to water rights is a shared problem that requires a shared solution. So our solution is an open platform for the automatic and transparent governance of water rights. So my name is Katrina Donaghy. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Civic Ledger. For 25 years, I worked in local government. For 2 years, I worked in the Queensland Urban Utilities. I spent some time in the non-for-profit. And 4 years ago, I founded my company called Civic Ledger. We founded the company on the 21st of September 2016. So in terms of blockchain technology, we are quite old. But how did we get here? In early 2017, we responded to a call from the Australian government to help them solve the problem of water transparency in our Australian water markets. From that work we did with the Australian government, we delivered a feasibility study. In year 2, we actually did our first iteration of Water Ledger, where we explored the potential of blockchain technology to start to solve this problem called water transparency. In our 3rd year, we've now launched our first ever world's first pilot. We're actually experimenting with blockchain technology in the Mariba-Dumbula water supply scheme. So our world's first pilot is a form of partnership with the CRC for Developing Northern Australia, Sunwater, which is the water operator, the Department of Natural Resources, Mines and Energy, which is our state government regulator, Far North Queensland Growers, and RMIT and Griffith University. What we're experimenting and learning from this technology is asking the question, is blockchain technology the best governance technology to underpin emerging water markets in Northern Australia? The problem with Northern Australia is an opportunity to unlock $13 billion worth of agriculture, but there are no formal markets to work across those jurisdictions. So our impact has been quite immense. When we launched our project, our pilot project at the end of April, we were able to get some great coverage, particularly with the Australian Financial Review. And the reason why is that we are working closely with the Australian Securities Exchange on some of their technology to build into our platform. So how does it work? In the first instance, our platform Water Ledger is looking at the water markets and the tradings itself. So how do you trade? How does it match? Approving, and then the payment, and then the transfer of that asset. So I'm going to do for the next 3 slides, I'm going to take you through how our technology works. So if you'd like to start this year. So what I'm demonstrating to you is you're setting up your account, but your account has already been validated by the Water Authority. So we actually send you a 2 authentication factor where you put your identity, your password in, and then through the smart contracts which are working in the back end, they're automatically setting up your water accounts. They're finding you and identifying you as a legitimate owner of this account and setting up your water accounts. So shortly, what you're seeing in the background is the contracts working to that automation. So there is no human actually interventing, doing any database work, checking any paperwork because it's already been pre-authenticated. Now your accounts are set up and you're ready to trade. It's that easy. So what we're going to see is now your account is set up, you're able to select the account, and you're able to make a bid of the market. This is all without human interaction on the back end, trying to work out whether you have enough water in the account and whether you're legally able to trade in this water supply scheme. So we've taken the business rules and we've codified them through code and made them automatic. And everything is getting updated. Thank you, Lashia. To the next screen. So let's buy and sell some water. So I'm going into the market, I'm selecting my account. I can see that there is some water in the market that I'd like to buy. So I'm making an offer. I'm making a bid for that water. It automatically, through algorithms, it actually makes that identical match. And it verifies that I've now accepted a liability, and then it's recorded in the ledger. And what is so different is that it's actually recording the last traded price immediately. So if I'm an irrigator now looking at the market, I can verify how much water has been traded and for what price in real time. So there's no lag in the market that actually brings manipulation. So let's have a look at the features. We have the ability to actually issue your license with your water allocation, create a liability, and then see the trade on the ledger. So how do we compare? We've compared ourselves to the public and private registries, the way the government works, and also other private areas. Where we actually are able to be different is that we're able to look at your, as soon as you're actually traded, the price is available, the volume is available, there's data interoperability, and the most important thing is that the water value cannot be sold twice. And as it says here, out of the ACCC inquiry, what we've seen is that there is a call for one-stop shop, one source of truth where everybody can participate in a water market securely. So how does Water Ledger make money? In the first instance, we work through agile principles to co-create a solution. The platform is a standard, but we need to interoperate your business rules. Once we start, we actually build out the platform, and then through different values of transaction, we have a price allocated to that value. Where are we on our pipeline? In April, we were actually accepted into the European Water Tech Accelerator on the back of our pilot work here in Australia, and now we're actually in discussions with East Anglia Water in the UK to drive a pilot into a new jurisdiction. And we're also finishing our pilot work here in Australia with a view to actually engaging with Northern Australia to see how we can start building out those water markets in Northern Australia. Our team are quite incredible. Our founders, I have 4 co-founders, and I have a great team behind me who are subject matter experts. Rob Broadnack is a civil engineer who actually is also a water licence owner, so he understands those water markets really well. Fraser McLeod, who's based in France, is a former executive director of the Murray-Darling Basin Authority. And Matt Burgess is one of our best developers around Ethereum and Solidity and blockchain. And we also have great advisors. They selected us out of a lot of different startups around this technology. And they chose us because we were the most advanced. We know how to build the technology and we know how to solve the problems, but we also know the limitations of blockchain technology. Our ask today is we're seeking up to $3 million with a pre-valuation of 3 with a post-valuation of 8 million. And we're looking to do a liquidity event within the next 3 to 5 years should we hit our targets around certain strategic objectives. Our needs are quite simple. We're looking to build our team, get into those new markets, but also expand on our product range. So we are looking for smart money. We're looking for people that can work with us around partnerships, cooperation, and taking us into new markets. So let's review. Water rights is a shared problem that needs a shared solution. So when we look at the problems we solve, we look at it from the whole spectrum of all users in the market. The benefits of blockchain technology, its transparency, its security, it's distributed, and it's decentralized. But the other thing about this platform, because it's open source or open platform, we're able to build new financial products. We're able to determine the true value of water. And just last word from Joe Morrow.
Since we've made this very public, everybody wants to know about blockchain.
So thank you so much, and I will be in the foyer should you have any questions. Thank you so much.